I first got started in entrepreneurship by just thinking about kind of the problems out there. One event that really affected me was in 2011. I was at Cisco Systems and had to recover a supply chain because of the Thailand floods and Japanese earthquakes. One of the things realized is risk and SMEs needed to be taken care of, and couldn't really adequately do that inside the company. And so we decided to go create a company, and that's how I got into entrepreneurship. I think the one thing boils down to grit. And there was a study done at MIT a while back that talked about entrepreneurs and what was different and the same of successful entrepreneurs. It really came down to grit, and I found that it really is true. It's basically, how do you stick through things even if it's hard, even though you want to quit, even though others are quitting? How do you just keep going? And that really is the difference, and what I've learned is the key success factor in entrepreneurship. So, some recommendations: it's harder than you think. Know what you're getting into. It always sounds cool when you start. Know how you kind of push through the good and the bad and make it happen. But one thing, it's all about making sure what you're building is what the customer wants, i.e. they'll eventually pay you for it. Making sure you get feedback from the customer, making sure that you can get them to pay for it, because if you don't, then the company's not going to survive. So that's really the key. What does the next 5 years look like? One, I do want to see crowds really do a big difference in this world, and for me personally, that's a key motivator of how do we help the small, medium business, how do we help improve supply chains, etc. I also have a passion for teaching and education, and so ultimately over time I also want to go do another company in that as well. But for crowds, I think it will be a huge long-term company that basically makes a huge success in the lives of every individual SME out there in the world, and that's really what we're focused on.